This is Gerald van Was. It will still be strange for a lot of people when I say that the naming of objects is has a result that is relevant. And we're not just picking out random letters. We choose the letters that fit best. We're not very conscious about it, but we really deal with what are the best letters. And the letters actually are focuses, and we distinct these focuses. We are not just very aware what they really mean, what these focuses mean, and how they combine it. It is something that we can still make conscious because they follow a structure, and in our brain they keep a structure, they keep an order so that we can remember them well, that they hang together. So in a way, we find a way that is there in nature and we follow that. I can make a lot of videos about that reason why this exists and so on. Better is to say that there is a structure. The structure is based upon the 1, 2, 3 choices, middle, a bit further away, and there. And these 1, 2, 3 choices also steady place in space or as an object, a bit further away, so when things are changing, when I need a time process, and very far away when I need to give it an order so that I can find my time and place, because it's becoming unclear here. All these sorts of positions in 1, 2, 3 are letters, and I have these letters here in this system, and you can see them, and they are in balance with each other, and you can derive them to not just positions, but because of these positions they also have certain features, and these features of course fit to the objects and they describe the objects. A very nice object is plants, flowers, because they are about growth process, and we figure out that's how that growth process is there, that's how it fits there well, and that's how we name them also. Is that always the case? I'm going to investigate it. I'm not sure yet, because I have to investigate a lot of words before I can be sure if maybe other things participate as well. So I choose a word like foxglove, which is almost certainly an association of two different words, which probably has nothing to do with the plant, because we also forgot almost what it is, because the fox, it has a certain behavior, but what's the behavior against the plant? And the glove, that is a description of the form, the form of the flower. So that is the association which we directly give immediately, not with a unique name to the plant. So why this combination? We investigated first, but I have already in my previous video I have investigated fuchsia, which fuchs is also fox. This was the fuchs, if you remember, and the fuchs is an idea that could easily be used in a plant at certain points, because that's where the growth process or the desire to go to somewhere is broken in all the situations where it is uncertain. The U, you break through it, and you can use that as a pattern of behavior, that you say, okay, I can break through it. And then you, with the S, you have a range of results that you can break from it. And that's how the fuchsia had a certain form. The fuchs itself was the fox, and the fuchs pattern fitted very well into this fuch pattern that you can see there on top. And the S in the end it fits very well with the tail at the end of the fuchs. So it is all the focus goes to that direction and to achieve that. Fox, okay, it is a related word, a related subject. I mean, it's the same thing in another language. Is that the same thing? Let's try and find out. The F, that's that focus. It is already trying to find a way that we can continue with our direction. So that is already the same thing underneath. The O is then my focus around it to say, okay, I have this whole range that I also break into my environment and break through in my environment and find also there a way to continue. And the X is a focus in the physical plane at the borders, and it says, okay, I try to break the borders so that I can see how I can break through. The same thing as well. So the same ideas are there as well, here a bit in a physical way. And let's say that the patterns of the fuchs or the fox are quite similar. It's also about trying to find a way to continue. So in this plant name, there are two words. You have the fox, which is that trying to penetrate into a direction, whatever conditions they are, and of course the form of the glove, which is immediately recognizable. Okay, so that's that glove. I recognize it. That is recognized. That is named. Now only the fox is a bit strange. And okay, and even the form that you have it as conditions which are focused upon the outside of it, is quite not immediately visible. But it's of course because you can also put it upside down. It is about that idea. It's working against the stream of conditions, and then the glove. So in a way, it could be the structure of the whole plant growing up, and the glove, which are the hand gloves as the flowers that you can see there. So in a way, okay, I have already enough understanding of what I have in my plant. But let's go and see. It doesn't matter. So should I also express glove as a connection of letters, describe glove? I could do that. It's not necessary. We already remember the plant, and that's what our association is. But glove on its own, you could of course also express. You have the G here, which is that interaction field, which is actually like that opening to a wider range behind it, right? So where the feedback process will find its connection. That's what the G is, how the G is described, and that's that entry point, of course. Then you have the L, which is the form of the flower itself, which is the growth process itself. The fox, of course, I will put upside down a little bit lower because that will work there. And then the O will be then, yeah, it's more than the physical thing. The environment itself will be involved, and there will be a time process involved as well, so that I will go for the moment into that flower. So also there it fits. The V is a bit more difficult. It's from the last category. It's about patterns, context. The V is a kind of pattern of redistribution of material, actually, of elements of a certain pattern as well. So if we put already what we have, that glove where what we have already, onto one of these flowers, so I put that glove, the glo over there, the glo, which is the clock, also the clocks that you have, the clocks which will be repeated in V as material. So where you have it everywhere where you can add it or not add it. Over a certain period of time, you can add more or less there with the E added. So that's actually a good description of the glove on top, combined with, of course, the fox of the growth process itself, where it will penetrate against all circumstances. You have already the plant actually also described as letters, as you can see here, and you have the foxglove, so with the fox as the big picture where you start from, and then the glove as a little gloves, as clocks that you have there, redistributed over the whole plant, as you can see here, and you have the foxglove, so with the fox as the big picture where you start from, and then the glove as a little gloves, as as clocks that you have there redistributed over the whole plant. Although even now I keep the separation. So is this really correct? The fox, which we also of course know from, yes, it is that process that it tries to find a way up, let's say in this case up, and then the second word, glove, fits in. When I really look up the where it comes from, they say like, oh yeah, these are the gloves of the fox. So that's the legend is the gloves of the fox that he puts on so that he can be go to where he wants to be a little bit more careful so that they don't hear it and so on. That kind of legend like idea. On the other hand, when I think, okay, why do I really split those things? Well, because when I really look at the glove, the clocks, let's say, the glove, if I really would make it a form, it is not really completely perfect. But if I would have the head of the fox, which not put its own claws in it, but its own head in it, like then the form slightly changes. So that, and then also I have just one word. I have the fox into the glove, and then these two forms adapt to each other, and they fit indeed much more to that idea from where that fox head glove actually is expressing. And I have the idea, which I cannot prove, that maybe that's where it comes from. We associate it literally with that that fox head, that nose, and trying to go and go where it wants to be, in the same way as I have explained fox before, but not as a full plant in its all going up and against all odds trying to reach higher and higher. Now I think it's I think the association of directly the flower itself is maybe even the closest thing that we can have, and that describes it actually even better. That fox, then it's more like a fox head glove, of course, but you get the picture. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's some website, there's some Facebook page. You can subscribe to all of it, or if you want some more preparation, go for the book. Thanks again for watching. Bye.